The plane hummed quietly as passengers settled into their seats, the dim lights reflecting off sleepy faces. In seat 14A, a man with tired eyes and calloused hands looked out the window, clutching a small paper bag filled with homemade cookies. His name was Ethan Miller, a single dad from a small town, flying for the first time in years, not for vacation, but for a job interview that could change his and his daughter's future. Next to him, in seat 14B, sat Clara West, the well-known CEO of one of the biggest tech firms in the country. Her phone hadn't stopped buzzing since the flight began. Emails, meetings, deadlines. Her world was built on speed, power, and precision. To most people, she was the definition of success. But inside, Clara was exhausted, lonely, and carrying the invisible weight of perfection. The plane took off. Clara typed away furiously on her laptop, while Ethan nervously read his notes for the interview. Hours passed, and the cabin lights dimmed. Clara leaned back for the first time in days, her eyelids heavy. Before she knew it, her head gently rested on Ethan's shoulder. He froze. For a moment, he thought of moving. It wasn't every day a billionaire CEO fell asleep on your arm. But when he looked at her, he saw more than power or fame. He saw a woman utterly drained, fighting a battle she didn't even know she was losing. So, Ethan sat still, motionless, letting her rest. As the hours passed, Clara stirred awake. When she realized her head was on his shoulder, she instantly straightened, embarrassed. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," she said, adjusting her hair. "I didn't mean to." "It's okay," Ethan smiled softly. "You must have been tired." Clara gave a polite, distant nod. She was used to awkward apologies, not warmth. But what surprised her wasn't his words, it was the tone. Genuine. No judgment, no flattery. Just kindness. For the next few minutes, silence lingered between them. Then, turbulence hit. Clara gripped the armrest tightly, her calm CEO mask slipping for a moment. Ethan noticed and offered her his hand, half-jokingly saying, "Don't worry, I've been through worse with a 5-year-old in a grocery store." Clara laughed, really laughed, something she hadn't done in weeks. "5-year-old?" she asked. "Yeah," he said, pulling out a small photo from his wallet. "That's Lily. She's my everything." The picture showed a little girl with missing front teeth, holding a paper crown and a drawing of her dad. Clara smiled softly. "She's beautiful." "She's strong," Ethan said proudly. "Her mom passed when she was 3. It's just been us since then. Every day's a challenge, but she keeps me going." Clara's expression changed. "You're doing it alone?" He nodded. "It's not easy, but love makes hard things worth it." For a moment, Clara couldn't speak. She'd built her empire on logic, not love, yet this man, with his worn-out shoes and simple smile, seemed richer in ways she'd forgotten existed. As dinner was served, Ethan noticed Clara hadn't touched her food. Instead, she sat scrolling through her phone. He hesitated, then reached into his bag. "Here," he said, handing her a cookie. "My daughter made these for me. She said I should share if I meet someone nice." Clara blinked, surprised. No one had offered her something so small, yet so sincere, in years. She took it hesitantly, took a bite, and smiled. "Tell her she has a future in baking," she said softly. "She'll be thrilled to hear that. She wants to open a bakery one day." "What's stopping her dad from helping her dream?" Clara asked, half-jokingly. He sighed. "Money, mostly. I'm heading to New York for a janitorial job interview. Not exactly glamorous, but it's a start." That sentence hit Clara harder than she expected. A man traveling halfway across the country, alone, just to clean floors for his daughter's dream, it was humbling. Hours later, the flight neared its destination. Most passengers were asleep again, but not Clara. She sat quietly, reflecting. She'd built a life filled with everything except meaning. This stranger, with his simple heart, had reminded her of something she'd lost along the way: humanity. When the plane landed, Clara turned to him. "Ethan, can I ask for your contact number?" He looked confused. Sure, but why would someone like you?" Because someone like you reminded me what kindness looks like. She smiled. And maybe, I can help you return the favor someday. They exchanged numbers and parted ways. Ethan went on to his interview nervous but hopeful. He didn't know that later that day, Clara West would make a call that would change everything. 3 days later, Ethan got an email. Subject: about your interview. He opened it, expecting another rejection. Instead, it read: Mr. Miller, we'd like to offer you the position, but with a twist. Our company has recently partnered with West Tech Industries, and your story inspired someone very important. You'll not only have the job but also a full scholarship fund for your daughter's education, courtesy of Clara West. Ethan stared at the screen, speechless. His heart pounded, tears filling his eyes. He picked up his phone and called Lily. Guess what, sweetheart? Daddy got the job. And someone special is helping us with your bakery dream. Lily squealed with joy, her laughter echoing through the phone, a sound that made every hardship worth it. Months later, Ethan and Lily visited Clara's company for the first time. When Lily ran up to her and handed her a small drawing that said, "Thank you for being kind to my dad," Clara's eyes welled up. In that moment, she realized no award, no deal, no $1 million success could ever compare to the quiet power of human connection. Sometimes, a simple act of kindness doesn't just change one life, it changes two. Because kindness, once given, always finds its way back.